Hi everyone. Just wanted to send you a short screencast here that will talk to you a little bit about how to pull the test tickets from the Kite portal and then merge those into a Word document so that you can create a kind of that traditional test ticket format that people are kind of used to. It's a real nice way to organize the username password information on each of the students and put it in a way that they can do a real quick snip and clip of the document and then hand that out to students. So this is kind of what that's all about. First of all, you'll need to log into your Kite portal and go to the Reports section. When you're in the Reports section, click on Downloads, and you should then get to the screen that you see in front of you right now. Towards the bottom of this list of potential reports you can pull is one called Test Tickets, and you'll want to go to New File. You'll select the school. In this case, I've got a bunch of them, of course, but you'll probably only have the one school that you have access to, and that's fine. Let's go ahead and we'll pull the Soderstrom Elementary here. I'm going to press OK. Now, if you already had a file that had been created in the past that was sitting in this slot here, you're going to get this this request here to confirm that you're okay. Basically, it's asking if it's okay to overwrite the file. All right, you'll click yes. And once you do that, you'll notice that it changed to the report is in a queue. I have found that it's just as easy to go ahead and reload that page, go back to downloads, and that new file should be sitting there ready for you. So I'm going to open that up. It's a CSV file. Should look something like this when you get it. Now the first thing that I'm going to recommend that you do at this point in time is go in and organize this sheet by this grouping indicator right here and by the student's last name. So grouping and student last name. We're going to go to sort and filter, custom sort, sort by grouping 1, and then by student last name. So that's the sort protocol. Hit OK. What you'll notice then is it's taken it and it's put all of, for instance, Koppel's fourth graders all together. And then there's Kylie's, so on and so forth. Okay? This will allow the mail merge process that we're going to do in just a minute into the Word document template to make sure that all of these are listed in a sequential order for the teacher and the student last name. Makes it a lot easier to get the documents turned out to people. So now in the case of elementary, it's actually going to show two different test records because one of these is for the ELA and one is for the math. But you'll notice it's the exact same. So even though it's going to duplicate on our records, I guess if you wanted to go in and clean this up and clean out all those extras, you could, but for the sake of this, it's probably not worth the time to do that. So once you've got this as a document ready to go, you've sorted, you're ready to use this, we're going to then go to the Kite Test Tickets template. Boy, say that a few times fast. I'll send this to you in an email so that you'll have a copy of this. You can open it up on your computer, and when you get to it, click on the Mailings tab so that it gets to this particular screen. You'll see this is the template of the mail merge that we're going to do. It's going to only pull certain information from that CSV sheet we were looking at just a second ago, just the stuff that we really need. So the next thing is to go to the Select Recipients tab, select Use an Existing List. Then you got to go into your computer here to wherever that CSV file was placed. In my case, it's under Downloads. You might have saved it to your desktop, whatever your default is. Select that, open it. If everything looks like this on your screen, you should be in good shape. Hit OK. Then you're going to go to this tab here, Finish and Merge. Edit individual documents. It'll take just a second. You might get an error like this. No problem, just hit OK. And if everything goes well, the document just merged all that information from the spreadsheet into this file and put it into a more meaningful format. So now you can see Kara's third grade class for Shaheen. It's got our Ackerman, Anderson, so on and so forth. And I must have selected a sheet that I must have selected a different sheet than what I was working with just a few minutes ago, because as you can see, it's doing what I don't want it to do, which is to just pull alphabetically by student name. So that's what you get if you don't do the sort. Good non-example there for you. But nonetheless, that's what you're going to get. Your teachers can then, you can hand this document over to your teachers, and they can cut these out and use them as literal test tickets to give to students that they need on testing days, and then pull them back. If they want to make multiple copies of their master copy that they have, that way they can use it multiple days for both their ELA and math, or their science and social studies, whatever their particular tests are. That's great. I also would strongly recommend that you, as the test coordinator, either go back and save this particular document to your computer, or at the very least make a hard copy version of it for yourself. It's not unusual for a teacher to either lose track of these, or for whatever reason, maybe one of the test days doesn't work right and the kid loses the test ticket somehow during the course of the day. Who knows? You understand. But that way you'll have a master copy and you wouldn't have to go back and recreate this mail merge process. Okay? So that's that particular process there. Go back to our main screen here. I think that's a fairly straightforward approach to this. It puts it in a very manageable format that everybody seems to be able to use and understand, and we'll work with that. So again, I will send this mail merge template to you in an email, and if you have any questions or have any problems getting this test ticket template to work, or have any other troubles with this, just holler at me and I'll be glad to walk you through it. But hopefully this screencast allows you to do this pretty simply. Okay, thanks a lot.